And we're live. This is Julian Jean-Pierre from the Royal St.Lucian Seamoss Company. And I actually realized I forgot the intro clip. I'm going to play it real quick. And here we go. We're live. This is Julian from the Royal St. Lucian Seamoss Company. And as I was saying earlier, we're doing a live stream tonight. I'm going to have a special guest named Adam. Adam's coming all the way from France, and he is a marketing and copywriting expert. And we've been doing a lot of talking lately about the importance of, email lists and marketing lists and marketing communication and stuff like gains and stuff. And so as we were talking, I was like, well, you know what? I'm learning a lot of important high level stuff here that normally, people would be paying for. I go, why don't we just take this to a live stream and share the discussions that we have with others so that they can get, the same benefits that I'm getting from this. So that's what we're doing today, you know and I hope you guys will get some value of it. I encourage you guys to join in on the conversation, comment, and stuff. Also, I'll post it real quick. If you want to join in on the video and answer in real time, we can do that too. And we can make that happen. What just happened there? That's weird. My video just killed on my Instagram. I know. I think there's like something evil going on. That is so weird. I've never seen that happen on my Instagram before. Like, wow, interesting. Interesting. So where do I oh, here, I can put it in here. So here's the link to join. You might not be able to just click it. You might have to copy and paste it. But if you can do that, you can get in on the discussion and participate with us. Oh, here. Oh, yeah, there it is in the thing. So it is showing up. Let me see if it's showing up in the Seamoss Buyers Club discussion. There you go. Put it. It is wing. I'm getting out. Okay. Let me see if he's back here. So I'll wait for him to come in. But in the meantime, what I can probably do is load up some of the files that I recently um, that I've been dealing with or been reading. Um, where is it? I have to search for it, I think. Or maybe it's in this folder. Oh, looks like it's not here. Maybe I'll have to download it. Actually, it's probably in my emails. I think he just showed up. Wagwan. Adam the G.
This thing was really playing with me.
Yeah.
Like
dude, my whole
ass.
my whole Instagram thing, it felt like it was going through some kind of exorcism or something like that. It was pretty weird. You know?
It was
very
weird
weird.
because you know the little orange, it just pop up like the next time I try to join. I just fresh like try to turn my camera, it wouldn't pop up. But yeah.
Whatever. It is what it is. That's technology. Like, it's amazing that we can even like look at each other on video. You know what I mean? 10 years ago, this was a dream.
That you're in Canada, see me, and I'm in fucking France, bro. That is so possible.
Totally.
A little piece of glass, and I can turn this glass, bro. That's fucking insane, bro. I can't. Wow, that goes to show that everything is possible. If you can make that, it'd be hard to make $1 million, bro.
If you can't what? Sorry?
If you can a piece of glass all the way from Canada to show that everything is possible, so making $1 million would be hard. Like, you know? That's just insane, bro. Whatever you put your mind to is like possible, bro. But wait, are people like watching us right now?
Pardon?
Are we live right now, like officially?
Yeah, we're live. There is 2 people watching on what is this here? On my there's 4 people watching. So 2 on St.Lucian Seamoss main page, and then on their buyers club. And then I'm also on Instagram and stuff. And I'm just loading up a document because I didn't know how long you were going to be able to get on. And so I have this document. You might even want to look at it and even comment on it, where it is basically it talks about Klaviyo segmentations. 10 segments you'll find in every high-performing Klaviyo account.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And Sarah, I'll share. No, actually, that's not the video. I did the wrong one. That's the Seamoss Buyer's Handbook. But actually, let me put some background music in there because it seems a little dry.
It feels like I'm in an elevator.
I know, and then because you know what it is, I hit the wrong button. I was like they had an option for hip hop or chill hip hop. I meant to put lo-fi, but like I hit chill hop, which is like I don't even know how they could call this hip hop. That's how you know hip hop's dead. When you can get hip hop on the restream.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's some whack.
Sounds like some 2009 porno movie.
Yeah.
But
so this is the document I'm talking about. It's called let me go back to front. 10 segments you'll find in every high performing Klaviyo account. And this had a lot to do with like what you were telling me earlier about the different email segmentations and like the revival messages and stuff like that. And so for this one, it's like they talk about 30-day engage, 120-day engage, 7-day active, 30-day active, purchase, so these are the different segments that they produce, or they saying that you could produce, and the email messages that go with it.
This is something that copywriters use as a tool,
Exactly.
segmentation.
So you remember I was asking you if you'd heard about that site, Audience or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, I remember.
That's where it came from, and I'll pull the site for Audience in real quick.
Well, I
You
thought
can see that.
that this was audience. Yeah.
So what Audience is basically a service that builds or finds through AI technology the best market segmentations that you should be using. So it's almost like with your copywriting combined with this, you would learn how to segment the how to send email campaigns. Like lately, I've been using this to do a lot of email campaigns, which have been very
How to base people's emails, who's active and who's not, how to separate.
yeah. So what this does, and you know what? How about this? I'll play this like 4-minute walkthrough. Let's watch this so you can understand what it does.
Hi, let's take a quick look at how you'll use Audience. Once you've connected your Shopify store, we analyze the customer data, and you'll be greeted by 2 new growth opportunities along with their potential revenue. On the dashboard, you'll see your growth opportunities here and your store name on the right here. We're running with Audience Perfect Pizza. There's 2 types of growth opportunity. One is a quick win and the other is long-term growth. These icons here tell us that these are both quick wins. They both say they're expiring in 7 days, which means this is working with fresh data. You have the insight itself, so the sales of product A were down in the last 30 days and here's how to fix it. And then we predict the revenue based on if you did nothing about this opportunity, if you ran a campaign and it performed averagely, or if you ran a campaign and it performed excellently. This bit down the bottom then extrapolates that to a 12-month impact. So if we click into this growth opportunity, we'll see lots and lots of information here. We have a summary of the opportunity at the top, and then it recommends an email campaign for you under there. So it says, send an email campaign featuring these products that this group of people will most likely buy next, at this time of day, on this day, because we can see in this graph, that's when people are more likely to buy. We have the predicted revenue again, down here, and then we have a big summary that tells you why exactly we've told you to do this. You can see here we're trying to increase your revenue by recovering lost sales. So product A sales have fallen significantly in the last 30 days compared to the previous 30 days, and you may be able to reverse that decline by promoting this product to your recently active customers who haven't bought it yet. So what Audience will do automatically for you is create a segment of those customers that it's talking about. And you can see all the details about them here compared to the average persona of all of your other customers. So in this case, we can see that the lifetime value of these customers is over £3,000. Comparing that to your other customers is £900. And we look all the way down here, you can see the difference between the time between orders, and we can see their most purchased products, see their top conversion times, where we acquired them from. We can also see where they're based, their top locations, and we can also see the top landing pages, which unsurprisingly, homepage is at the top, but we do get to see any other interesting landing pages that they come to us through. So this second growth opportunity here, these customers should be about to return for their next purchase, tempt them with something. This is because we know this segment of customers that it's targeting, they buy in a certain buying cycle, so we know that they're likely to be buying now. So if we clicked into here, it's also going to show you the top suggested products to promote to them because we know that's what they're probably likely to buy next based off what other people buy. And you've also got top conversion time here, and then you get all of these details as well about them. You can either dismiss the opportunity if it's not for you, or you can click to build a campaign. This moves the opportunity into the pending tab in the campaign section. In details, you can get a summary of the opportunity again in the campaign and segment tabs, along with instructions on how to build a campaign for this opportunity. You can either connect your integration of choice, like Klaviyo, or download the segment of customers as a CSV and upload it directly to your chosen platform. The products to list in your campaign are shown again here, along with the day and time you should schedule the email. Once your campaign is live, clicking into that performance tab there will give you useful stats on how your campaign is doing. So you have these 2 cards here, but you can have up to 3 cards running at once. To generate a new growth opportunity, simply click the Add button and you'll be asked whether you're looking for a quick win or long-term growth. The opportunity Audience finds for you will depend on whether you'd like a quick revenue kick or a campaign that slowly builds greater revenue over time. Audience will begin scanning your customer data and email you when it's found a new opportunity the next day. Finally, in integrations, you'll see all the platforms you've connected to your audience account, and you can see that I'm still to connect Klaviyo here. And that's it! Discover your next growth opportunity and email campaign with Audience now. Bye!
Pretty cool, eh? Yeah.
This
And sorry, go ahead.
powerful tool. It's a
Yeah.
copywriter.
Well, that's what I was saying. And combining with you as a copywriter, this takes a lot of the guesswork as to who to direct the message to and why. And you could come up with these messages every day. And what I've found through my experience practicing it is that this takes the guesswork for me about who should I create this ad to and why. So it tells me why I should create the ad, and it already finds out who it is. Now I marry it with someone like you who has an extreme, like a high level of knowledge on understanding about copywriting, on what copy to put into that message, because obviously you can't just throw any message in there and expect people just to, you know what I mean? No. So you tailor the message based on that, but it helps keep, like, where you were asking me earlier, like your lifetime value and this and that. A lot of that is that's the stuff that they're getting. You know what I mean? Like they're finding those markets. And so if I take you to my Klaviyo account, right, which I'll do now, I'm going to log in. You then can see how the services work in conjunction. So let me just share my screen again. Klaviyo. So this is my Klaviyo, home here. These are the list and segments, right? These are the start of view all legs. So I'll view all the segments, the list and segments. And so all the ones from audience, they've put here, right? And so I'll just quickly go to my profiles here. I have 5,350. Let's say 5,000 active profiles because 3,700 or whatever is suppressed, right? Hi, how are you? Good, how are you? Good. So all these segments here from audience, they went through those 5,000 people and, built like, this is likely to buy last month's declining product, Gold Seamoss. There's 600 people. So now when I do the campaigns, I base the campaign, on just waiting for it to load here. Like buy gold, people who haven't purchased. So it was a 42% open rate, 5% clicked, and I made $200. Now it might not seem like a big deal, but like you run enough emails all the time to these direct customers, and you're going to be getting these sales. You know what I mean? One of them was $1,800. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Are you on the? Someone's calling me.
So, as you got a great way to be able to create personal, more customized emails to certain groups of people, and also treat the customers in a certain way, treatments and stuff like that, and get the more personalized email. So yeah, I was talking to your audience for a second, right?
Yeah.
And it's actually a great way because people, like a lot of copy, they use segmentation, advanced segmentation app, and it's a great way to identify the most loyal and tag them so personalized emails to them and give them more to the most loyal ones. What we
Well, look
can
at
also
this.
do is
Yeah.
to find out, we can give special to certain type of people, and also the people who know how to treat them, and customize, personalize the emails more. You know, those are the emails, right? Maybe if we find out emails, then we want to maybe talk about the benefits that Seamoss has. Whereas if we send the emails to males, right, the erection benefits that Seamoss has, right? Erection benefits to the female. Care about that. You know, it got to be relevant to our audience they're selling to, and it got to connect to their pain points and their dream state and their current state, right? It's a really powerful tool to personalize that you can connect and build rapport with that audience, and it just gives more power than in like normal group emails and the same shit to everyone. Because the more personalized you get, where you can like touch the heart. So yeah, what were you gonna say, bro?
No, I'm just agreeing with you, and just to add that was sort of what I was doing in the past, is that my other campaigns, and I'm just trying to see if I can load them up. The previous campaigns that I was doing were, some of them I was making, okay sales or something like that. It was like the open rate was low, right? Like, for an example, I don't know, can you see that? Oh, no, let me share the screen here. So here we are with the campaigns. We'll miss you. And so this one here, I sent it to 1,695 people, and out of that, only what was it? 34%. Sorry, I lied. I sent this to 4,000 people, almost 5,000 people, and only 1,600 opened it. And then out of that 1,600, only 13 placed an order, right? And sure, it was 2,799, but like, would have I gotten the same results or as good as results if I had only sent this to a quarter of what those people were? But those 13 people were in that quarter. You know what I mean? For example, when you look at my other, let's roll it up here. This one here, I made $1,800 worth of sales. I sent it to 355 people. 18 people clicked it. Or sorry, I lied. Let me see how many people it's sent to. Only 355 people opened it. But I sent it to 818 people. So I made almost the same amount of money sending it to half as many people.
Yes.
That's where I see, like, go ahead.
And copywriting comes in, right?
Yes.
Now, your open rate has nothing to do with rate. It's all about the subject line. As I copywriting, what we use, right? Fascinations. So the strong fascination, which means it has to be opportunity that relates to your audience's pains, or right. So now, if the subject line doesn't catch their enough, or not scary enough, right? They have to feel like they something, where they're gonna win something out of it, right?
Yeah.
If it's not, then they're not gonna open it. It's just gonna be another boring Seamoss. No, like nobody gives a fuck about that for them, or what do they have to lose? There has to be an opportunity. Yeah. So just like, right, they they all get intriguing titles, right? Now, if you want to build muscle, right? This is actually relevant to people who are want to build muscle, right? And they're scared. Their desire, right? Their desire, and 3 mistakes that are gonna get them to the nightmare outcome, right? They want that, so they want to avoid that, so they have to see this video now. All that is copywriting. So most of these didn't have professional copywriting done to them. All about the subject line. Your subject line has to be catchy, has to have specificity in it, right? Specificity. All right. So if I put, it makes it more specific, right? Right. 3 secrets, 5 mistakes. You understand? And then, we add the pleasure or the pain, right? Right? Or lose muscle, right?
Yeah.
So basically, you take a pain or desire, and then you want to build intrigue around that, right? So it's all about the and great thing of this audience thing, is that it lets us customize the subject lines too. Use more powerful as subject lines for the maybe for the female loyal customers or whatever. Yeah. So you can go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask you take a quick look at this copy, because this is the ad that I ran recently for that campaign, and
I'm gonna have to look at it. So
this was the 30. There was based on the audience saying that I should market to these people that are haven't bought Purple Seamoss in a while. I created this campaign to save 30% on wholesale Purple Seamoss, 5 pounds or greater. And then this was my copy text.
Okay. So the subject line.
I don't want you. Hang on. Before you start, right? I don't want you to hold back. I don't want you to play nice. I want you to be as
mercy.
No mercy. Yeah, just be as real as possible. This is what you think is wrong and why. I want you to shit all over it.
First thing is the subject line. If you go back, Seamoss, what you call it?
What was the subject line?
Wholesale.
Let me see if I can go back. So the Seamoss thing was, it says, "Hey, so and so, right? Whoever it is, huge savings on wholesale Purple Seamoss, 30% off while supplies last." And then the preview text is, "Don't miss out on this exclusive offer. Get 30% off on 5 pounds or more of our top quality wholesale dark purple Seamoss."
Yeah. Now.
And so that was the subject title. So what's wrong with it?
The subject line should always be something that baits them in. It doesn't, because right now it's just another thousands of sales emails a day, and now you're just to open no sales email. No customer ever is excited to open a sales email, right? Opportunity or threat, as I said. But stand out from all the other emails. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was trying to say, but I thought I did. I put huge savings on wholesale dark, while supplies last. There's urgency there. There's a pain point. It's a huge savings.
I mean, but at the same time, no, it could be better.
Okay.
It is.
All right.
But
you're being nice to me.
It's not a personalized.
All right.
What you call it?
Okay, so
subject line
what would be the subject line you'd have?
I would first have to sit down and just brainstorm words, right? So, okay, for example like this. Let's say somewhere in the email, maybe let's say if I wrote somewhere in the email, ain't no shame in let's say a 30% discount, right? Put the subject line as shame. What the fuck kind of email is this? It has to break the brain. Basically, something that it's weird. It's like the only by opening the email. I'm sorry.
It's almost like a disrupting.
You have to disrupt them, just break their brains. So you take it as inside the email, right? You just use one word in a way, or like let's say disgust. We have a disgustingly good offer for you. So you know what as intriguing and disruptive, right? Line is disgusting. You're like, what the fuck do you mean disgusting? Did somebody say something bad about me, or what is this, right?
Yeah.
But and it's still not irrelevant. It's not something that was inside of the always write a good copy, and inside that you or either use the word that is in there. So maybe we would be like, special or something like that. Then maybe we could subject line as unorthodox, basically a synonym or like another, because special could mean many things. Special is like a mediocre word, something more intriguing that relates to the word special. When you open your phone and you just see what the freak is that? You have to open it, right? Breaks the brain, something that they will have to like a rabbit hole and never ending and digging, right? And the only way to and get that dopamine boost is find out what's on the other side, and that is the only place where they can get it, right? Because the brain, the human rewards you with dopamine rushes when you can basically find out to your question, right? That's why when you're looking for social media and just looking for hours and hours and hours or song, right, that you were looking for, and then or maybe when you scroll through social media and you just video, you're trying to find something that is interesting, right? And finally, when you find it, it's like you just be feeling so relieved, right? Relieves you the dopamine boost for solving a problem, right? So they always want to create new dopamine to give to
yeah, to increase the touches or to keep them connected.
Kind of dopamine that they will be able to get email or through clicking the link. You get and that's why we have DIC post, disrupt, intrigue, and then that's why we have these subject lines. You was gonna say something?
No, I was just like, I'm answering someone's comment though. I think because your sound kind of jumps in and out, and I think it might be the bandwidth. Or it might be it can't be that because I don't have these headphones on. I wonder why.
Well, you heard everything I said. Sorry.
I heard most of it, but it was kind of glitching in and out a little bit. The
really?
audio, yeah.
No, is it still glitching?
Yeah. Not so much now. I think it's also maybe it's my phone too,
Yeah.
because
Try
it's
turning
so
the song off.
no. So I'm not talking about here on this stream that you're on. I'm also on Instagram.
Facebook.
No, Instagram. But the Instagram, it's glitching because it's like the videos. I think there's something wrong with the app. I'm gonna start this and restart it, and that should change things.
That means, but you heard me perfectly from this app, right?
Yes.
So you heard
Yes.
all the messages that I
Hmm.
was getting
Or
through. That's the point.
most of it. I mean, some of it was kind of glitching a little bit in and out, but
Yeah.
it it's not bad. It's better than what looks like was happening on my iPhone, which I think I might even have to like turn it off and turn it on again. These
Oh, all right.
technology, it's never what it should be, you know.
I most
But
definitely understand.
that's
Whole
always
subject
a temporary.
line idea is the subject
Sorry.
line idea. But you got the idea of how disruptive it should be, and
Yes. Yeah, I see the
oh,
importance of making sure that you disrupt it to draw attention because you're right. There is so many emails that are coming in. It's like, how do you make yours look more interesting, or why should people even bother? Like that's a big thing for me. I get so much junk email that it's like I spend at least an hour a day cleaning it out, removing it, and a lot of times I just don't have the time to look at what that's being written. So it has to almost tell me what's in the email before I even see the email.
and that is exactly this. And right now, I'm not breaking off. I'm
Yes.
just making sure. So one thing crucial, right?
So that's
As um
let me see. It's like for it's like yeah, like a arnica. What is the brand name? Yeah, this would be where all our sort of like creams and stuff for paint.
And you don't have cranberry capsule, right?
Cambrai?
Cranberry. Yeah.
Yes, we have cranberry.
You do?
Yeah.
I cannot find it in this company.
No,
I used to take this company.
cranberry here.
Yeah, no, I
So the
don't.
bonus-
You don't have it in here.
No, not Nature's Way.
Yeah. Okay. I will.
I could order it from Nature's
Yes,
Way,
yeah.
but we don't have it in right now.
Okay. So I have my. Oh, I need this. So you have my phone number.
Yep. What's the phone number?
It's 905
905
780
80
9628.
962. Yeah. Celine?
Yeah.
Pass this all up. We have the larger size now too.
I know.
Okay.
I just want to put this one.
No problem. I just know some people,
Yeah.
they normally buy the larger size, but
Yes.
lately we only have the smaller. So we just got the larger ones. And yeah,
Vitamin C, right?
yep, great product.
Yeah.
So the amount of points is 113. So you now have 339. You're about 11 points away from your.
Okay.
And would you like to bag for that?
Yes.
Yeah. It might not work just because it's over 100. Sometimes they'll ask you for it. No, it looks like it's processing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I want to buy another one of these too.
Okay.
Good.
No problem.
Thank you.
It's okay. Let me just add the points in
It's
there.
easier.
Yeah. Just stop and go.
Yes.
I could throw this in the bag.
Yes, yes.
There you go.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye bye. I keep busy. Sorry about that.
So, all right. What
New
I
joke.
was saying is,
What were you saying?
what I was saying, we always gotta find a way to provide our audience. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
So, so that find out that curiosity. You heard the part where I asked like why people scroll through so hours just to find a funny video, right?
Mm-hmm.
You heard that concept. It wasn't like
Yeah,
what
like how they
I
keep
said.
scrolling, looking for something, hoping to find that one thing that's gonna.
Exactly, because their brain rewards them with it. So that's the same thing that we want. That's the same thing. The task of a copywriter is always provide your audience with new dopamine, right? Giving them curiosity that their brain can reward finding out. And that's the point. And once you have that, then you can to your content, right? Addicted
Mm-hmm.
to you. That is the crucial reason why you need to have a copywriter, because you can get your uh addicted to you, right? You can get, because if I built curiosity to find out the answer, right? And I still have to get you to take the next step, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take actions through building them, right? You always need to keep some for them to take the next step, because if they already, then they know it. Like, why even try it? But it doesn't match with their reality. They have to find
Mm-hmm.
out. The brain won't let them rest and won't reward them until they find that mystery out. And that's why you use it. You have to always tease an idea to make them take the next step. And the only way out the answer is to take the next step. That's where the answer is to that question. And that's the wait
So it's like the.
years for a new episode. You need how they leave like right when it's about to get entrance, right?
Uh-huh.
To leave them with these that will leave them just fucking waiting and it next episode, next season to come out. All the movie, TV shows, and all that ends right when something exciting is about to happen there, and
Like the
can't wait.
cliffhanger.
The cliffhanger,
Like
exactly.
tune into
So
next
we want.
week. Yeah.
So that's why you need a good cop, somebody who can professionally create cliffhangers. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I definitely see the value in having someone that is I don't want to say top of mind, but like has a high level of awareness on how to lead the person reading and how to keep them captivated and interested so that they can guide them along so that they can present the message. Like that's one of the things that I find I have challenges when I'm sitting down to prepare a campaign. It's like, what do I write? what you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's no sort of
Mm-hmm.
awareness or thought put into it as to,
Yeah.
okay, how do I lead
No
this person?
blueprint.
Where do I want to lead them? You know what I mean? Like, look at the message I went. We are excited to announce a special promotion on top quality purple sea moss for a limited time. You know what I mean? Like, I just wrote what it was. No, no. Yeah, you're laughing. Go ahead, laugh at me, fucker. Um,
Those, listen to me. Those are amateur mistakes that can make copywriters tell that, yep, this guy. This is exactly how you identify it, right? Exactly how I identified looking at almost every. Like, these guys don't
but
got no fucking copywriters.
yeah,
There's no
but at the
frameworks.
same But at the same time, I'm thinking like, fuck, this is the message. I have a sale. Do you want the sale? These are the details of the sale, and this is our company. This is why you should buy CMOS from us. Thank you. That's the message.
All right, bro. All right.
It's really like low level marketing. It's the basics. You know, I do have a call to action. I have to say that, like, towards the end.
Like, unsubtle one.
Yeah, here's the end. Don't miss out on this opportunity to stock up on our wholesale purple sea moss at a disc. This promotion is only available until July 15th, so be sure to place your order. Simply use the discount
No,
provided. Blah blah blah. If you
please, no, please don't. Saying right.
what?
Like, you want me to exactly everything you're saying,
Yeah,
right?
go ahead. Touch it on it. Go ahead.
Hello, I am trying to sell you some shit. Time on you to buy some shit because I need this money. Um, I'm only here about you, customer. Thank you. I've only
Yeah.
been talking about you or your needs. There's nothing in this for you, actually, money for me. And the important part about this is money. So that's what you basically told me.
Mm-hmm. The
So,
only thing important about the message is that you're saving money, and it's a big discount, 30% off. We don't do this a lot, but I can see how. But like,
bro,
this is before talking to you, right? So now I
yeah.
see after meeting you and talking to you, okay, maybe I do need to add in a little bit more. But like, I feel like sometimes half the time these guys don't even read the shit. I don't read the shit. I graze it. Boom, boom, boom. I'm out. Like, what is the details?
Yes, I of work that's been
So
put
it's
into it,
like
right?
how do you write it so that it's like intriguing to those that need to be intrigued but basic to those that want basic? Because when I see a huge fucking novel, I'm like, geez, I don't got time for this shit. What's
But
the
that's the thing.
details? What am I saving?
But
You
that's the
know?
thing. But that's the thing. It's not supposed to be a novel. It
Mm-hmm.
absolutely shouldn't. Novel
No.
email should be short and sweet, right? Novel is an HSO, and even then the better because we now live in everybody's attention span is low because it's all the shitty food and all the social that people watch. So people's attention span is fucked right now.
But this, but
Disrupts their attention.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, but this is
So
short and
that
sweet. Like, even the first graphic,
no,
it tells everything in the first thing. And then
but the
I have a little message
elements that
here. Look, I got some badass sea moss. Then it's like our purple sea moss. I give some details. It's good for digestion,
okay,
nutrient health, superfood, blah blah blah. There's the
that's one
boat. Don't miss.
good thing you did. The only good
Okay.
thing you did was good. Okay, so one mistake, right? That someone has no copywriting done to it, right?
Uh-huh.
It's basically just a product, right? Selling you some shit. Hey, 30%
Yeah.
off. Hence you. What makes this experience so great? Your dream state. How can it help you get out of your current state from pain and run towards pleasure? Okay? Does it help you run away from? Okay? Get to your dream dreams and goals and get you a faster, quicker, safer, easier, and more effective. So right now it's like there's nothing to buy this product. Why the fuck should I buy this product? How is this gonna benefit my goals, me improving my life, right? Current pains in their life and current, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you need to find out the audience is dealing with. What is their main pain? Is it erectile dysfunction problems? Are they fat? Are they skinny? Are people laughing at them for being fat? Them in a negative light? What do they about worrying about all night? You know, what keeps them? What what do they fear? What annoys them? Right? Frustrating in the current life of my target audience. Their life look like if they could wave a magic wand problems, right?
Mm-hmm.
Receive them in a positive light, you know, about themselves if they were able to make this change. These are right. So you know what I'm saying. So how other people will view them, right? The first thing that people, right? Shoes determine or not, right? It has to be like, how are you going to be seen by society? People want to be respected in society. People want to be respected. Everybody's target audience is different. So maybe respect is not the same. Maybe they have different views on respect and how they want to be.
Mm-hmm. So I would have to turn around and sort of do research on who, and I think that's something that I haven't done that I need to do done is I haven't developed avatars, or I think that's what you call them, to, you know, segment the different customers. But before we get into another customer, I just want to, like, I brought a couple of people on Instagram. I have Yusuf and Ricky's from Gold Seamoss. He was one of the guys I wanted you to meet. Ricky, this is the guy I'm talking to, the marketing guy from France.
What's going on?
What's
Can you hear him?
Man? Yeah.
Not too much. You know what I mean? I got me a quick break from what I was doing.
I was shocked to see you on, to be honest with you.
No, the funny thing is I just dropped some somebody just came and picked up some capsules and they were like, "Oh, Julian's on." I was like,
he's like, "He's on, that fucker. He didn't tell me anything."
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, let me go in and let me check it out. I gotta get back to doing capsules in a little bit, but you know, I figured I give myself a little bit of downtime.
Yeah. Well, you know, now's the time to ask him some questions or anything you're having issues with with your campaigns or your emails, because we were sitting there talking about different strategies and stuff, and I was like, bro, this should be on the live right now. Like, we should be strategizing and talking this shit.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm open to any strategy. I told you, Julian, last time I did an email, besides like the last couple of days, was like 2 months ago.
Yeah,
that is very bad. That is very.
Go ahead. What do you say, Adam?
That is very dangerous for your business.
Well,
Adam, have to a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, I was gonna say to you, how many emails should you, like, when is too much emails and when is too little emails? Like, what is the sweet spot for sending emails? Because that's another thing that I'm always worried is like, fuck, I can't send an email every week. You know what I mean? Or every day. Can I?
So here's the thing. Email should always be in sequences. Okay. 1 value email, another value email, and your situation, right?
Uh-huh.
It all depends on what products you're selling. How many products do you even have on your web? How much of it are they buying? First thing you have to to track your and you have to see which one is purchased and which one of them is most expensive product, or is it the cheaper product? Are people who are already buying only your expensive products, or are they only buying price? If they only buying to get them to buy the medium products, right? You provide some more value to them, and then you earn more expensive products. So the point is to check your and even out all the products, right? But we want to get to good product. That's the ultimate goal.
So in some ways, just to recap what you're saying, because your audio did break out a little bit, you want to identify who's buying the high value items, who's buying the low value items, what's really selling and what's not selling, and then find a matrix in between that to market the various products to those people. Did I get that right?
You got all right. It's always about identifying there has to be a problem to solve for you, right? So the thing was that you have to identify which one of your, right? If everybody is buying your, then you're on the sweet spot. But if you're cheap product, right? Then you need to get them to buy the more expensive products, golden products to sit there. You want your golden product to mostly buy your expensive products, and that, right? So, but if you got the product or the desired rate, right? Track history, track record on a rate that then you don't need to work that much on the emails. Maybe you just do it more. You should maybe focus more on the launch already, buying the way you want to. A launch sequence. A launch sequence is when you're about to encourage pre-orders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The PAS style emails.
Yeah, I seen a YouTube video on that. This girl fucking blew my mind. She sold $300,000 worth of fucking sweaters. Excuse my language, but in half an hour, 45 minutes, and she did it like in a drop, which was crazy. You know,
it's all about the high urgency.
What? What were you gonna say, Rick?
I said no. I definitely hear what he's saying as far as you know what I came and give you my email numbers as far as like I know that people open them and I actually get sales from them. However, I've been booked lately.
Yeah.
I've been booked up lately, so it's. I guess it's something that I need to start spending a little half an hour, 45 minutes a day. But as soon as I wake up, I'm either grinding powder or making capsules. So.
Well, that's why I'm feeling like, you know, I mean, like someone like Adam is a guy that we need to sort of draw the resource on, because as you scale, you can't be in every place and everywhere. You know what I mean? And like, you know, how are you going to? It's almost like and I'm going to be honest with you, and this is where I see your role with me in the future is a guy that will just keep me on track to make sure that I get it done. You know what I mean? That keeps me mindful of what new trends are happening and what's going on and what I need to consider. You know what I mean? And then be able to kind of assist me in doing the work, you know? And the money's there. I know the money's there. Once, you know, as long as the person can produce the results, right? But,
Absolutely.
hey, Yosef, what's up? I know I brought you on. I haven't even said hi to you. Right? I'm so rude.
I'm just listening. What's going on, Yosef, man? How you been, bro? Chilling, getting fat. Nah,
are you home yet? You're still in the truck because I can see your headset on, right?
Yeah. I went on for like 3 weeks and then I came back out.
Oh shit! Just 3 weeks. just home for the holidays. John, Adam, just so you know, Yosef's a good friend of ours. He makes a lot of herbs and botanicals and stuff. He's a guy that if you want to like ask questions about like doing different herb formulations and like making kombuchas and shit like that, he's the shit, man. He knows his shit. And so we kind of get on the live streams all the time and talk like how we're talking now, just listening, learning, sharing information on each other and stuff. But what part of the country are you in now, Yusuf?
I'm actually in Arizona. It actually snowed in Arizona. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're even near the snow.
California, now we're in Arizona.
Yeah, Yusuf drives a tractor trailer across the country, the United States, and so that must have gone against your rules, the no snow rule. Yeah, right? You must have been like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't like the snow. I can't do that no more.
Yeah. So you working on anything new? Any like kombuchas or any kind of herb formulations or what blends?
No, I haven't started anything yet because I'm still trying to get like paperwork done, so I haven't done anything yet. I guess I want to be perfect. What I'm trying to do, I want to be perfect. So I'm trying to work on a lot of things. Me and my brother podcast and stuff like that. So,
bro,
it's trying to do a few things. Because we want to do a podcast so we can promote our own stuff. So we'll like have our own sponsors and stuff, which our sponsors would be us. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we promote our own stuff.
But listen, but real talk, real advice. Don't die trying to make it perfect.
No. I'm not. It's just this certain thing I have to come out with it first.
Okay.
And it's catered towards certain people. So
all right.
I need to,
get all your ducks in a row. I get it. I just
So when I do it, I'm gonna let y'all know, because I want to be just hush hush, because I believe in faceless brands. That's
I know you don't like to put your
face. I don't want people to know it's mine. That's
okay.
Me.
Fair enough.
I want to be right in the dark. Who that guy is? It's nobody.
Wicked. So, Adam, do you have any questions to ask Yusuf about like herbs or anything, or because Yusuf's getting really like, well, I don't want to say he's getting on the alkaline. How long have you been doing alkaline for, Adam?
I never really found the alkaline diet because I find problems with that diet.
No, not you, Yusuf. I know where you stand on the. I'm talking about Adam. Adam is into the alkaline, but he's been doing it for a while. But one of the things that he finds problems with is that in France, where he's from, in his community, there's not a lot of like-minded people.
So it's very hard to find these bladder rack and or like, you know what I'm saying, like cordoncillo negro, all these crucial herbs, lily of the valley.
Do you guys have any local herbs or anything that you know about?
Just have the bullshit, like fucking cinnamon and
cinnamon sticks and stuff. They can't even get soursop out there.
Can't even get literally.
Here in one I'd like to,
place.
It's an untapped market. Listen, this is what kills me, right? When everybody is crying about, oh, this business and that business. There's all of France that nobody knows about. They don't even know how to say Seamoss in France. Think about that.
Bro, they be like some French shit.
What do they call it? Bus?
No,
what?
I'm just imagining imagining how time they hear it.
Yeah,
They're
like
like,
how to see it.
Le
Oh,
Seamoss.
Lucimus. No, because I have a friend in St. Lucia named Raul, and he's the one who told me. He said, like, because he sees like all of us, we have fucking mountains of sea moss, right? So he's telling all his friends, come, like I'll send you sea moss. I got all the sea moss, and they're like, well, sea moss. Well, what is this sea moss? And he said the way they say it in France, it sounds like a piece of shit. something to that effect, right? So they're kind of like, oh, like I don't want to eat that. You know what I'm talking about now, right?
You know, business, bro.
What?
You're gonna get right because we got a lot of Caribbean people. Get your ass to St. Lucia. You're gonna send me some only motherfucker in France with sour sauce.
Yeah.
I'll be like, le sour soup. You feel me? Sour soup.
Yeah, there you go. No, I'm ready to take it over. And then Germany's next door. They don't got a lot of people doing the shit there in Germany either. There's
The herbs and
there's a
shit.
whole world. You know what I mean? There's a whole continent that's not even touching.
Yeah, Germany doesn't get a lot of sea moss at all. I had one lady that I was sending sea moss to, and she was like, she was the only person that had it for like 100 kilometers away.
Mm-hmm.
And
They don't realize how like in abundance and how like unsaturated, like how ground level we are at this market. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And the
It's a
access
fresh
is
market.
serious,
It's a fresh market.
fucking super fresh.
You guys, right now, are at the right place at the right fucking first.
Yeah,
That means you guys are gonna be OGs of this game, right?
we already are OGs, bitch. I'm just fucking around. I'm like, what do you mean we're gonna be? We already are.
No, I'm talking about like you guys are going to be. You guys are because like Nike, Adidas are one of the first big franchises, and right, and that's the same thing with you guys. You guys are gonna be the next Louis, right? You guys are gonna be the new Cardi.
But yeah, but that's if how do I say it? Not to say if we play our cards right, but if we play like, you know what I mean? I don't know if there's a word to describe, but I guess my point is like this. If you look at the internet, right, and you look at search engines, none of the search engines that were the original search engines are still around. There's no Yahoo, Hotmail. Like, what is that? You know what I mean? You ask any kid under 15 what Hotmail is, they're confused. They're like,
Exactly.
like the mail's on fire? What do you mean Hotmail?
I don't even know what the fuck Skype is.
Yeah, they
Skype,
they have no idea what Skype is. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was confused. I was confused, and this is the thing. How can a company like Zoom come up and overtake Skype?
because people are just Skype was bunk. It was too much. Like people just want press a button. I'm live. Like,
that's it.
This person, I'm live. Like that's what they want.
Well, I think
Skype was too much.
I think this is what happened.
Because you a lot of times, like what happens is you're afraid to change with the times. You're stuck to the same thing, and then some new comes in. You're like, no, this is working, and then by the time hey, maybe I should do something.
Yeah.
They didn't already took over. Like it's too late. Like now. Yeah, that's what people deal with Discord. Like, it's a whole bunch of different apps too that people get on.
Discord's annoying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to realize what the kids are doing and say, okay, this is what's new. I'm not even on TikTok, really.
Listen, bro.
I know that it works.
We listen. We gotta get on TikTok. I was talking to Siobhan.
My whole thing is that I figure that there's gonna be something new that comes out in the next year or so. So I'm gonna wait.
Listen, Siobhan is on TikTok now. She said she put out this one fucking video, and I seen it because it went viral. And she's like, I'm getting orders like crazy. She's like, I had no idea like one video could just blow up my thing. I'm getting messages. She's like, how do you guys deal with all these emails? And I'm just like, he's got to put in the work because
Fucking
there's
copywriter.
there is
But
yeah.
the thing is, like, I don't know if I want to go. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to go viral, like, because that means that you built up speed, and then you gotta keep on making them same type videos, or
Yes.
like,
You have to keep the momentum going. Well, that was one of the things that I've been talking with Adam about. It was like, okay, he's pushing me, saying, "Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's scale, let's put these campaigns out, lifetime value." And I'm just kind of like, "Fuck, bro, I need to get all my other shit together because if I scale and I get all these orders coming in, like I don't have enough bags. I have to make sure I have the boxes ready. I have to make sure I have my supply up. You know what I mean? All the shit on the back end's working."
Like what I'm like, just me doing fulfillment for people. I know that there's a lot that comes with scaling up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's probably the reason why I don't do nothing else, because I'm doing fulfillment for people that are scaling.
But I do believe, and especially after getting to know Adam a little bit more, because like I was telling Adam earlier, right? This is not the first guy who's come up and said, "Oh, let's market this," and blah blah blah. You know what I mean, Ricky? There's been a few guys that have come in, but a lot of them, it's like they, how do you say it? They do a lot of talking, but they don't show their action. They don't show their work. Whereas with you, Adam, like I'm learning stuff with you. I'm sharing your work. Usually by now or before now, they would have said, "Okay, well, when are you ready to send us some money so we can do what we do and this and that?" And like, uh, it's like, I'm not ready to spend.
I want to check, and I'm like, okay, so what exactly are you doing for me?
This exactly.
It's not a small check that they want either. It's a big check.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm not that guy. Like, I send you a big check.
It's just like, hey, give me your number. Let's fuck right now.
Yeah.
Like,
there's no
she knows you want to fuck her.
That pretty much
like,
why did I show me some stuff? Like, are we compatible?
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause
I'm gonna like you after a few weeks. Yeah.
Like before AI, I go to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the problem right now, is that a lot of you dealing with AI. Like, I can go and just press in a couple buttons and AI does the work for you, and then it's like, okay, so that's where I'm seeing where the differences lie right now is like, okay, you gotta bring something to the table that AI is not bringing.
Well, that's the thing. If you have a good copier, and this is something that Adam was able to sort of illustrate to me, because I kind of brought up the same Chat GPT thing, and he was kind of like, "What the fuck?" And he explained to me, and he's right. Is that okay? In order to get the best copy right out of an AI app, you almost have to do a lot of training to get them to understand exactly the message that you're trying to put. Whereas a good copywriter who knows what is stuff can listen to what you're saying and like the Chat GPT, get trained real quick. Now that's the problem. A lot of these guys who think they're good copywriters aren't good copywriters. They're just looking to close deals.
That's like, and you just actually hit it right on the head. It's like, okay, so like if I just want cookie cutter stuff, I'll just go to AI.
Mm-hmm.
But are you really listening as far as, do you understand what my business is about? Do you understand who my market is? Do you understand all these things before you try to get this check from me? Because when I give you the check, I'm expecting you to go, and then I started looking at stuff, and I'm like, hold on, that doesn't fit my brand.
Mm-hmm.
Or, no, you don't know what you're talking about on this, and like, Like, you don't know CMOS, and that's the thing, is that a lot of people that actually do the copywriting,
they don't know what
they're doing it for drop shipping or something like that, on a market that pretty much is everybody knows. CMOS is not one of those situations where you just come in out of nowhere and think that you can copyright for CMOS, because you're gonna start saying stuff and it's not gonna fit with what we know, as far as if you really in the CMOS industry, you're gonna like, no, that's not right. And so
or you don't talk like that. Yeah.
People write stuff for me, and I done erased it right when I seen it.
And so that's
selling CMOS is way deeper than just selling the fuck.
Yeah, there's a connection and everything, and there's a certain level of knowledge and experience, and there's things that you could say that if someone knows what they're talking about, you say that it ruins your credibility. That's why me and Rick have always talked about, like, having a guy or a marketing company that is exclusively for CMOS or products related around CMOS would do better than a company that is kind of like trying to, like, go after every niche possible.
Exactly. That's the what's fucking insane, right? Like, I have not met any copywriters. There's a very high demand on copywriters, right? Because copywriters, there's not a lot of us. First, second of all, like, there's not even who are in this industry, CMOS and out like that. It's a non-saturated. It's a market, right? We are only like 1% of that is living this lifestyle. We are only like 1%, unless you into the fucking rainforest in Colombia, right? So it's a very few that are woke to this shit, and the only people that really are who really purchases online, it's the Western world, right? So if there's only like 1% of us in the Western world, this lifestyle, and there's like only copywriters, and there's a high demand of copywriters, out of you think, how many of you do you think are even, I have never met any. I'm in group chats, I'm in all teams of copywriters, marketers, website builders, businessmen, and I bet you that none of them know about this stuff. None of them. So it's very unique. Like, that's why I was like, hold on 1 minute, bro. I am literally in the copywriting world with into this lifestyle, right? That makes a great copywriter, right? Is that you want to make a positive change in their life. So if I use something that has positively changed, and nobody even fucking knows about this shit, bro, I was like, let me fucking do this shit. Let me help for these people in the industry and shit like that, because I am actually not gonna be don't know shit about CMOS. I'm the guy that lives this fucking diet, right? Like, I'm living this shit, bro.
And here's the thing, when you're listening, you're talking, you're like, your brain I just had one of those brain explosions. You now can market yourself and show your value that's different than every other. Like, when you meet these guys, you got to say, look, I speak your language. I live the lifestyle. You know what I mean? I'm on the same boat you're on. Whereas all these other copywriters, none of them are on the same boat, because that, like, you kind of hit it on the head right there. Majority of the ones that have come in and did all the talking and never really sort of were able to execute it, that's probably the number one common denominator. None of them cared about the lifestyle. Do you know what I mean? None of them were involved in it. None of them understood herbs. None of them understood the just like Rick said, he'd have to educate these people on the market and who these people are in order for them to understand how to sell to them. Whereas, you know what I mean? You're in a different position. Plus, you know, one of the coolest guys in Seamoss, and so you know what I mean. My
Like what
brother's
you said
rolling
right
his
there.
eyes as I say that. I got my brother
So
here. Like I was. This is how much I love Seamoss. I was supposed to link up with my brother and do stuff, and he must have been like getting ready to go meet me, and he comes on. I'm in the middle of doing a live stream.
No, I already know you too well. So.
That's probably why he probably checked the live stream, saying, "Let me make sure he's not doing a live before I leave." Yeah, sorry, two of the coolest, or three of the coolest now, and now we're all five because I got my brother on the line here too.
man,
He sells CMOS in Canada. He's got his company called CMOS Direct.
CMOS Direct.
Yeah, and what I'm thinking, like, we should kind of sit down and see if there's a way that we can, like, you know what I mean, all like give you sort of like a retainer to kind of like give us a little bit of your time for everyone. Because I don't know if everybody's there to have you full time yet, but I know I could use you a little bit. My brother could use you probably a little bit to help him do some stuff. Rick,
definitely.
yeah,
I would love to. I'll call like because I can most definitely send you guys. You can all like book in. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
Love to like just get on and just like help you out, guys. Listen to me. This is a market. You know,
this is what.
is a
So you
market
broke
that
off.
I said this. Okay,
it's
hold on.
almost like they don't want them to.
Yeah,
You hear me now, right? Can you
yeah,
hear me?
yep,
This is a market that truly deserves market, right? Because this shit, right? More marketing than fucking fake ass big size increase in pills that don't even work, right? In a
yeah,
positive change in people's lives, and it still doesn't have no professional marketing, and that shit is untrue. Needs more credit than what it got right now. You guys are making blessed money. You guys are making money changing people's life in a positive way. You guys are not selling. You're not selling people bullshit. You right? You actually true. Fucking out here like directions, getting people to lose fucking weight, getting bitches. So, but there's out here like shit like that. They selling all these fucking. Listen, your dick will be hard for 12 hours. It will grow 3 inches and kills their dick. It creates all kinds of fucking problems. It costs like maybe $500 for that shit. And you got maybe 20 fucking bucks. Literally benefits. So like, why does nobody market? And it's like you guys really could, but the one they don't know shit about how to market about your world. Happier than them at this point because they don't even want to know your target audience and their pains and pleasures and how them. You understand me?
yeah.
And that's
Let me reread.
deep ass thing.
Let me hold on. Let me read it to these guys so that they kind of understand because I can read your lips a little, so I understand what you're saying. So what he's kind of saying is like all these guys are spending money on stuff like dick enhancement stuff and all these marketings, and we're getting all these sales. He's like these are the products that really should be marketing and not those products because these are the products that are helping people and saving people and that people will really want to buy into and stuff like that. But
it's just the education again. Yeah, I agree. However, what ends up happening is that people end up buying pleasure. There's nowhere like that's why alcohol is so highly bought is because people buy pleasure. Like that is people buy pleasure and they also are dictated by convenience. Right? If all of us were selling the same product, but one of us was easier to either get to reach, can communicate all those things, they're going to get the lion's share of the business because people go it's our brains are wired to
go with the least resistance.
But that the least resistance is what we perceive as being the most pleasurable.
Exactly, yeah, which is tie, yeah, because any sort of displeasure or frustration is gonna lead to you sort of rejecting it or avoidance.
And I think that's a good point. Like, if you actually convenience of, let's just say, liquor. If I had a liquor store that was right next door to me, I'm probably gonna drink more than if I had a liquor store that was five miles away. You get what I'm saying? It's like you said,
it's just easier.
It's just convenient. It's like, okay, let me just go to the liquor store. It's right next door. Like, that's a lot of times that you don't have a health food or anything that like you don't have health food that's in a like approximate vicinity to you. So you just go to the thing that's closest to you, which is, and that's the bottom line to it. And most of the time it's pleasure. Like, you can go to the gas station and get all the rhino pills that you and so guess what? You're gonna get a rhino pill, but you know that these herbs that I have probably does the exact same thing. But this rhino pill is right at the grocery store, right at the gas station, right there in front of your face. When you fill up your pump, you see rhino pills.
Well, of course, that's why you think all the candies are at the front. They're called impulse buys. That's what it is. Yeah. It's when you go to the cashier, you have all the gum, all the candy bars or the stuff that they want to think winners or whatever sort of you go through. You're in the aisle, and the whole aisle is all this just crap. Like it's just stuff you wouldn't really want to look at or you would really look for, but it's there. So you're waiting. It's in your face, and you go, you know what? I kind of do like, caramel popcorn, even though you never came into Winners for caramel popcorn, right? So that's where they get definitely, but that's all product placement.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's all. Exactly what you said. That's all product placement.
Yeah, it's all done deliberately, right? That's why those items are there.
It's almost like we have to change the whole narrative of even with a gas station, that okay, why don't we start selling these herbs at the gas station? Why don't we try to get into the gas station and get right close to?
You know what it is, and I think I didn't catch the copywriter or the speaker that was speaking earlier about copyright and so forth. But the problem is I guess again, a lot of our advertisements and messaging, you just got to start educating people and almost putting stuff out there so. And trying to package it up where you can capture this, an individual's attention for at least 30 seconds to you almost got to over sensationalize it to pull them in, right? And educate. That's why everyone's on this Dr. Sebi, and I'm not denouncing Dr. Sebi in any way, but they go by him like he's gospel because there's a mystery around him. So,
well, yeah, he set it up. Like, as far as he set himself up for success.
Yeah, big time. Because he was saying he was doing all these miracles. He was, having these seminars. So remember, these people are sitting there. It's almost like a preacher. He was a preacher, in my word. You know what I mean? That's why these people. Well, Dr. Sebi says this, and Dr. Sebi says that. It's like, he kidding me?
He did exactly what he was supposed to. He did exactly what he's supposed to do to sell products. And that's
exactly.
And just think about it. Like, most of the people that sell Seamoss are coming.
100%, but that's what he did. He sold the story, right? He was very conflicting. And he was no different from an evangelist. That's where I'm saying. And I'm not denouncing. I'm not saying what he didn't do was, he didn't help people or anything. I'm not going that negative.
Yeah.
We're just talking about his deliverance of his message.
Yeah, like he was perfect for getting the word out because he was a master orator to where he was actually saying it, and it was just like and what he was speaking about, and it wasn't just only Seamoss, but just certain things that we were speaking about just really kind of resonated with the people that that needed the help the most. Like he wasn't talking to rich people. He was talking to people that really needed his help. And
but what's that no different from missionaries going into freaking rural Asia or Africa, right? These people that don't have much, like, and maybe I'm sounding like I'm slandering here, but it's almost like you're going into people who don't know anything, and you're telling them a sensational story, and with truth and so forth, right? And you're sort of, they're clean slates. There's no doubt to them. There's no skepticism, right? Because it's like you can do this, with that, and the power of thought and so forth can magnify it. And again, there's a lot of benefits in what he's saying, but it's to the point where these people, it's gospel to them, and that's
right. People follow his every word still to this day. That follow his every word
blindly, like to the point where going back to the Seamoss growing on the rock, that doesn't make sense.
That's the biggest. And this is, and you know what? The only thing I say about this is that it's just like I wish he was still alive so he can actually
correct things.
Pretty much further go into that.
Yeah.
You know what? But I don't think he would. That's the whole thing, because it sounds more sensational.
Some of it he might have cleared up, but some of it, you know what I mean?
No, I think he would have cleared it up.
I think so, because he says scientists hasn't even figured out how this works. Yes, they have.
Bro, when
that's what he says in the
yeah, when he said that line, I was just like, oh, come on, bro. Like, that is like the number one thing you say.
Right there, I was like, when I heard that, I'm like, yeah, that's already been done, my friend.
Not even, no, Damien, seriously, not even think. Like, tell me, that's not what a con man would say? Like, trust me, scientists haven't even figured it out. It's like, he knew.
What makes it sensational.
Yeah.
Like, this is magical. They can't figure this out.
Yo, why did you sound like Dr. Sebi, bro?
Like, and then I saw a post one time.
Sounded just.
He talked about Dr. Sebi, whatchamacallit. Oh, he would, this alkaline diet thing, don't eat canned fruits, because the FDA allows 2 maggots per every canned tomato or something like this. Here's the thing, yes, it's not appealing that insects are involved in our foods and stuff, but it's part of life. And I'm not an advocate to say have canned foods, right? Because I think the nutrients are taken out of it. My point is like, if you picked an organic tomato from the garden, odds are there's a bug in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the truth. That's why we use pesticides. And I'm not saying pesticides are good. My point, just to sum it up, is that
nothing's perfect.
Insects are part of our life. So when you hear all this stuff about Dr. Sebi would never approve this, are you kidding me? Like, insects are part of our diet. It's like if we had microscopes on our faces, you would see insects living on our fases.
Like, we have mites all over our body.
Yeah. So, but that's kind of a digressing from the point. The point, going back to the main thing, is like, it's all sensationalism, and if we had more of that, I guess that would bring in more people. Educating them on the knowledge, and then you can have more of these sort of holistic or natural remedies in our products. But the problem is the moment they catch speed, it's going to be the whole, who's that guy, Pete? Well, anyways, like big pharma, big money is going to fund studies to denounce it, and that's the truth.
And that's funny you say that, because that's the thing I was just about to say, is that like what's going to happen when these big supplement companies come in and they start putting in reports and stuff like that? Because I'm sitting in a health food store right now, and you know what I mean? these guys, if they really wanted to, these supplement companies, they could come in and just like make you not wipe you out, but make you obsolete.
Oh, totally. Yeah, they control the narrative for sure. Yeah, they have the money to do it.
Well, not only that, but then
same with if you go back to bread, right, and even in the milk industry, like that food pyramid, how they used to say like grains were like at the bottom, like that we needed to eat. You know what I mean? From 1950, and he said like meat and vegetables on the top, right? It was like it's really backwards, right? Like.
Mm-hmm.
It's based on who gave the most money up. Yeah, that's based on who gave the most money up. Who put in the pot the most. Mm-hmm. Like if you were in the dairy, if you was in the dairy section and things of that nature, that means somebody in the dairy has more money. Push this dairy agenda. And so they placed dairy in a certain spot. And so certain things were placed in certain spots because of money. What money was bringing. Exactly what it was. Right? So that would just happen again. No, that's why, I mean, think about it. Holistic medicine has always been around for centuries, but it's always been described as the quacks, the kooks, right? Oh, don't go there. Don't go there. But they'll go to the hospitals, which is funded. Like, that's all about, they get paid by treating you as sick. They don't, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If they could have you where you would never get sick, yeah. But that's the thing. Like, it's all a money game. It's all a money game. Like, yeah. And but I think a lot of people are like, you have the option now. Mm-hmm. Like, as far as like most people know it's a money game. Yeah. So you have to, you want to go with the money game and just say, you know what, I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole, and I'm gonna keep on spending this money, or you go holistic and it's not the most popular situation for you, or we just keep it amongst the blacks, like and those that want to come in, right? Because that's the only way where big pharma is not going to step on it. You know what I mean? You get the Orange County moms, right? The big money. Yeah.
But that's
they're going to go. Wait a minute.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But this is
man, we can't have those people on board, right? Like, and then they'll start denouncing it.
No, I don't think. I think what they'll do is they'll come in and they'll do what we should be doing now. That they'll do. That's how they'll capture the market. Like because I've been for the last few months, I've been kind of like asking myself, okay, why is Seamoss not bigger than what it really is? You know what I mean? And you said it earlier about when these big companies come in, they'll fund the studies. There haven't been enough studies to show what's in the Seamoss, and then furthermore, those that sell it can't even really tell you what's in it. Do you know what I mean? Or how much nutrients? Whereas I have a company like these are Health First. This is like a small company. They're not huge, right? But they have a formulator or whatever, and they go out and do some studies and research. They'll spend the money to test the products to find the best ashwagandha. And then they know, okay, I'm going to put this ashwagandha. It's going to have 300 milligrams in it. It's going to have this. And there's no we're not doing enough to do enough research to provide enough information so that people understand what they're buying.
I think they've done all the research. That's why you see it in so many products that we don't know about. 100%.
That's true.
So I think they know. It's just that as long as it stays underneath, like under the radar, and not starts to really, really ramp up to where it's actually hitting, where it's taking over what they're doing. Mm-hmm. They're okay with just a small sector of people dealing with herbs and things of that nature. But once it comes to a situation where the majority starts to say, you know what, I'd rather deal with herbs, then you'll see where they'll actually just start taking and trying to pretty much go at all herbs, like
dominate all the herbs.
they'll go FDA and say that they'll have to start regulating all these herbs, and that's really what will end up happening. Right now, I don't think that it's making a big enough splash to where it's like, okay, we gotta stop these people now.
Isn't the FDA already going after Seamoss or rumor?
No, that's a rumor. It's not true. But Yusuf just said it right here. He said, yeah, they already did it. It's right in on the books. And that's true. Yusuf showed me like some links where you can get some serious information on Seamoss. Like I haven't even had time to crack these books. I'm scared. Because I know
all those books that he told us a long time ago, like that, like they know everything about it, really. Like it's already been studied. That's why a lot of stuff that we actually have is like through the Caribbean, like that's why they've been using it so much. And they just been and just like they do with all the natural herbs, they take certain things out of the natural herbs and put them into these products. And that's how they're formulating their products. Like a lot of times. And so that's why I know that they've studied. I know that they know what it's about. It's just that like they're not using it in its whole form. Like they don't care for it in a whole form. They just want to take their certain pieces out and say, okay, this is what we're using for. They're going to extract it, and they're going to extract and take out what they want to extract.
Can I say something?
That is. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Okay, so I just have a question for everybody. Everybody can hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the question is, can we all agree on that the government does not, right?
Say that slowly because you've been cutting out like half your sentences.
Can we all agree on the fact that our best interest is at heart?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Okay. So what does that mean? Science is ran by the government. Ultimately, is bullshit to keep you. That's why I don't believe in science, because science is something that is
Science is not run by the government.
They're only
controlled by them.
It's no. Science is not controlled by the government, but information. There's a lot of scientific information that is suppressed by the government, but they don't control all that stuff, right? But money controls it. Money controls all that stuff.
Yeah, they're in control of what comes out. Exactly. What we know and what and the narrative that's being pushed. But as far as like scientists are going to be science.
No, 100%. Here's the truth. We could all get this information ourselves if we funded it, right? We can pay scientists to do the research, right, and fund it and get the information. So the information is not only for the government, but you're right. Like the information would be suppressed. The government's voice would be louder than ours.
Exactly. Right? Like we can spend a lot of the money on the information and getting the information out there for it to go nowhere.
Exactly. And exactly. And they can just say counter propaganda. Or whatever they do. Like they've been doing it for years. Like think about all the truckers and you're talking about the vaccinations. Like let's talk about that. And the government was silencing and all this stuff. And then it comes out, the reports and all this, and it's like, it was actually pointless and ridiculous. But they had an agenda. They had people that were profiting off of this, and they wanted to keep this pandemic going as long as they could until everyone was like, I'm not playing anymore. And then they're like, yep, you're right.
Yeah, then they switch it up. Yeah, that's usually how it goes,
But going back to what you guys were talking about, like how these companies are suppressing it, I could see why. Because you look at a pound of Seamoss, it's $50 or whatever. This product here, right? It's called Adreno SAP. It's by a company called Natural. What is this company called? I think they're called Natural Health Factors or something like that, or Natural Factors of Health. But the point is, they charge $62 $82 for this powder.
That's for the state.
And it's got polysaccharides in it, which are found in Seamoss. You know what I mean? This is omega-3s, which is found in Seamoss too. This jar of omega-3 liquid is $82.99. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder how much Seamoss
But
took
that's what
them
I'm trying
like that.
to tell you.
Yeah.
That's what I try to tell you. When I said that the bullshit because it's controlled by the government. When I mean control, I mean they're the ones who put in front of your eyes. What science they put in front of your eyes. So essentially, all the science that you see with your eyes been put in front of your eyes with the help of the government, because the government never wants to see you. Wants you to understand what I'm saying, and therefore I do not believe
see
in
that
science.
that's where I say you can't say the government, because it's not the actual government. There's someone somewhere in some position that's doing, but it's not like the government, because if that was the case, then what was presented would change when parties move. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the message is
Well,
consistent
when I
all.
say the government, when I say the
Yeah.
elite, I'm speaking about the elites who run the world.
Is actually,
Well,
if their money's tied into pharmaceuticals, then guess what? Pharmaceuticals is going to be what's going to sell, because they're going to make sure it sells, and they're going to actually have
corporate interests
as far as pushing certain things and pushing certain agendas. That's just what ends up happening. It's more of, okay, so even with Seamoss, even though it's a small community, can you turn it into big business where you can at least compete with what's going on? And it's hard to say that that's going to be the scenario that's going to happen, is that it's going to bring enough notoriety to turn into big business. Like I don't see a corporation saying, okay, we're going to put a lot of money behind Seamoss, and this is what's going to be the next big thing. Because you got to understand that no superfood has gone to a certain point.
You're right.
It just because they don't. It's not a part of that big business factor. It's not part about and to be honest with you, from what I'm seeing is that the margins aren't good enough.
Yeah.
And so there's not enough people that can squeeze $1 out of it for it to go to a certain point. Right?
Can I say something from a businessman's certain viewpoint? So
yeah,
out of a businessman's viewpoint, business is other people's problems is business, right? Right? As a businessman, that's your job. Now, what they always they don't want to solve your problem, because they want to have more problems to see you sick. Because the more you are sick, the more problems they have to deal with, and the more problems they have to is for them, right? So if they can keep you sick and create more things that keep you problems to solve, so-called solve. But what they actually do is just they solve. We have to create more problems for you. It's like, oh, you got another problem that we need to solve. So come and spend this money so that we can. So that's what business essentially is. Business is you solving people's problems. You're solving people's problems. People who have health issues, right? This and that. Is that if they keep you sick, right? Then they can keep you having a problem. You will keep spending money.
Yeah.
Then so they make you more sick.
And truthfully, a lot of people don't want to say it, is that that's just with any industry. Like I love my regulars.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
I love my regulars. However,
normally I put salt.
Hey, mute your microphone, Damien.
Yeah, do a lot of people still need to take gold sea moss? Or is it a situation where their gut is clear and they're actually eating the correct way and they're actually doing the correct things to where they don't have to take it every day?
Yeah.
They only have to take it every now and then. motivation. That means I wouldn't necessarily say I lost a customer. Now my customer doesn't come back as often. Like, and so so it's kind of like, do I sell them a 2 ounce or do I sell them an 8 ounce? I'd rather sell them the 2 ounce and have them come back every month. If I sell them the 8 ounce, then I'm not going to see them for a while. And so that's where you start to look, and that's the same. And that's just business. Like, and so their business is, okay, I'm not going to cure you. I'm just going to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, that you're satisfied for this month, but then after this month, you're going to have to come back to me.
Yeah, well, there's no motivation in solving the problem.
Exactly. Like, I don't think a lot of times you don't want the problem to be solved. A lot of times, like, everybody wants their regular customers.
Well,
I'm happy if you get cured from what's really ailing you. However, if you're cured from what's really ailing you, and this is kind of like even with the Seamoss situation, as far as when the pandemic hit, everybody that was selling Seamoss during the pandemic was coming up because that's what everybody wanted to take. And then when the pandemic ended, guess what happened? The Seamoss industry dropped. And then when the pandemic came back, guess what? There's a lot of people that sold Seamoss that was happy that the pandemic was about to start over again, because now they're needed again. And you're like, woo, like, you know, that's the mind frame. Is like, okay, I'm happy. I'm not happy that people are getting sick, but them being sick is actually sending them back to me. And that's where you have that issue, is that that's just business. And when you're in business, like, you want your regulars. Like, you want the same people that come back to you every month. And even though these people may not be sick, like, you still want those regulars. It's hard for people to fathom that's what happens, but that's the same thing with big business. Like, and that's I have regulars, and when I don't see them for a while, I'm like, hey, what's happening? What's going on? Like, you know, you can't see me, you ain't got your Seamoss. And they're like, yeah, I'm feeling good. And it's like, oh, okay.
Well, that's it. I know.
Like, yeah, I've kind of cured myself. Like, you know, I don't have these ailments or anything like that anymore, so I really didn't need it. Oh, cool. You know, it's good, but then you start looking at it like, okay, so that's not good for my business. Like, let's just be honest. Like, that's the situation. Like, okay, I'm happy that you're healthy, but damn.
Here's the
But
thing.
I think for your businesses, though, is that you really don't want to. I mean, yes, you would want to keep people on and keep people coming for the rest of their life, because obviously that makes a lot of sense. But at the same time, you also want them singing about your praises and and bringing in others, right?
Yeah, like, but okay, so a lot, and that's where it becomes one of those, because you know what, I just like to help people and heal them, and if you want to actually give a review and say, hey, this is what happened, then hey, go about it. But if you don't, I'm not the one that's going to be in your inbox saying, hey, can you give me a review saying I did this and this and this for you? Like, I just think that takes away from what you really were doing it for. And I understand that's a part of the business side of it, is that's what you're supposed to do, is, hey, if you want to give a review, I'll do this and this and this, and I'll give you this. But I'm like, you know what? If it really helped you that much, and you feel like you want to spend an extra 5-10 minutes and telling people that this what happened, I'm fine with it. But I'm be honest with you, I don't know the last time I gave a review on a company.
Yeah.
Like, even though a lot of companies done help me out, like, I'm not one that does reviews, and so
True.
I don't really look for reviews, and I know that I'm supposed to, and I'm going away from everything that my content writers want me to do, everything that I'm supposed to be doing. But however, like, I don't want to feel like I was helping you for a review.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like, hey, can you do a review for me? like that just doesn't. I don't know. I guess it's just me. I'm old school. Like, you know how you say it. You don't let the left hand know what the right hand's doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? If somebody wants to give a review and that's how they feel, then I'm all for it. However, that's not going to change the fact I'm still going to keep on doing what I'm doing.
True.
I don't know. That's my rant for the day. I actually got to get off. My hour is up.
You know what's funny you say that? I kind of should get off too. And we did lose Adam, who was kind of the part of the reason why I brought him up here, because I wanted people to learn and listen to him as a copywriter, to understand the importance of how copywriting can work and be a benefit of your business. Now, as typical live streams, we went all over the place on different subjects. But for those who are watching the video, if you watch in the beginning, me and him did talk a little bit about the importance of the marketing and creating the right campaigns and stuff like that. And I definitely want to see how we can all work together to utilize his service.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We need to kind of get him on board, get his information. Well, I know you already have his information.
Yeah.
But I would definitely, because, like I said, I don't have time to do anything. Like, if it was already laid out for me, the only thing I had to do is put a video or put some, or a photo, and then that's all I needed to do.
Yeah. So
I'm all for that. I'm all for that type of action.
Yeah, and then what's good about him is that he understands and he's passionate about Seamoss and the alkaline lifestyle, which is kind of like you were saying before. Most of these copywriters don't understand how to write right. And so at least this guy, even if he doesn't know everything as yet, he's willing to learn and listen. And I mean, he already came up with one strategy for me that I never really thought about doing, that I'm going to be doing, and that's called a revival strategy. And he's basically, I'm sending out a message to find out who really wants to be in my email list and who doesn't. And he created a sequence of emails on how to send it out to kind of basically poke them a little bit, then poke them a little bit more, and then finally do the kind of like the last jab where it's like, bro, you either get on board or we're cutting you off.
Like, because you gotta understand, a lot of people did their subscription because they wanted the % off.
Yeah.
When they first started. But now that you don't get the % off, are you still like, am I just wasting my time sending you these emails?
Exactly. Yeah, or even there's some people that probably don't like buying from our company anymore. Or like you said, only bought because of the promo or discount that I had. So why am I still sending you messages?
Get 10% off when you subscribe, and they want that 10% off. That's it. Like, I understand. Like, if you say, hey, man, and that's a good scenario. If you say, hey, you know what, I just did it for the 10% off, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy that, so you don't want me to send you no more of these emails? Nah, I'm good. All right, man, I appreciate that.
But for those that are watching, if are you one of those people, just call them up and say, hey, can I get the discount? I don't want the newsletter. I don't give a shit about the newsletter. You know what I mean? Because here's a funny story. I had one client that it was like, I'm going through the orders and it's like every time he's making a new account to get the discount. And so I had to call him and be like, bro, like, is it just me or are you just ordering like only like please don't make fake accounts. Just like, if you want the discount, I'll just give you the discount forever. Like, if that's like the only thing that's making you buy is that, no problem. You know what I mean? But please don't fill up my account with.
You always have those people that ask you when's the next sale. I'm like, okay, so what do you want?
Now's the sale.
What are you looking for, man? What price you charging? Like, I'm not gonna. Like, if you're looking for the next sale, like, typically, I don't do sales. Like, I don't want to do sales. Or you want to subscribe, and that's the subscription is what gets me. If you did a subscription and you only want it for the sale, and then the next month you're trying to cancel your subscription, man, you should have just told me, man, I'm trying to get it for this price. I probably would have worked out.
Yeah.
I probably would have worked it out for you. Instead of you saying that then you gotta call me and get the subscription canceled and you forgot about getting it. Man, I'm not with all that. Like,
I hate when they lie. That's what bothers me. Just tell me the truth.
Just say that you want it for a certain price, and I'll see what I can do. We might have to meet in the middle somewhere.
I didn't know what I was ordering. I didn't realize when I pressed the button.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Please don't lie to me.
Yeah,
you know exactly what you're doing. You see all the emails.
Yeah.
You know, all the emails explain to you what's going on.
The kid said I just put up a sale on my Etsy shop trying to get a sale. Yeah.
That's what you end up having to do. Like, I put up one every now and then, but right now I got a lot going on. I ain't even did no emails. I know I'm not putting up no sale.
I hear you.
So yeah, let me get off.
Yeah, let's get off this. I gotta get ready.
Making some powder.
Yeah, I know. I gotta close up this shop, and then I gotta go meet my brother because we're gonna hang out and make some content on. Yeah.
Yeah, making content.
Yeah.
You need to make some content in the shop. You need to make some shop content.
True. But what I'm going to do is go through all the old, like, bro, I have like maybe 3 terabytes of video from all my trips in St. Lucian stuff. So I want to go through all these clips.
Like, I remember you sent me all maybe.
Yo, guys.
We should take a page for Sebi's book and start educating these people and having some exciting testimonial that will draw these people in to make them believe in your product. Yeah, yada yada yada.
Okay, let's when you come over, Dan. Maybe
we should tell them to just eat the rocks instead of the sea moss because they got.
that has gotta be the funniest thing I have ever heard. Oh my God. Yeah, fuck the sea moss. Just eat the rocks. That's it, bro. We're coming out with rock formula now.
This is gonna be the
base
rock.
coral. We're gonna call it base rock.
No. We're gonna call rock.
What? What'd you call it, Adam?
Sea rock.
Sea rocks? Sea rocks. Sea rocks. Sea
Yeah.
rocks. Sea rocks.
As long as we can grind it into we got it in powder form. We got the rocks in powder.
Like, screw the sea moss. Just go straight. But you know what? We should make some funny, David. We should make some funny skits based on that, where it's like making fun of these guys. Like, hey, forget sea moss. We're just gonna eat the rocks.
No, with any TikTok videos. Fun fact, did you know that all the
that's
minerals
where all the nutrients is.
That's my joke for the day.
I'm thinking about some breaks of ideas.
Yo, this guy is funny as fuck, bro. This guy is funny as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like those TikTok videos. Like, you know those TikTok. Did you know that Seamoss contains 92 of the 102 elements? I'm saying.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No. Fun fact. Did you know that all the minerals come from the rock? So let's eat the motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down, me and Damien, we'll come up with a script, a funny script on that. You know what I mean? We'll do some jokes.
That's comedy. You can have it in gel form. You can.
It's like, what's this, bro? This
new rock gel. Nah, that's the new rock gel.
No, yeah, well, it's got to be that one guy that comes around and is like, yeah, screw you guys and your sea moss. I'm going straight to the source. What source? Don't worry about it.
Yo.
And then
my man is going to be selling St. Lucian sea rock, straight from St. Lucia.
Right. And then all his teeth are falling out.
Do you have any painkillers?
Well, we got to do this again soon, and I'm gonna plan another session with Adam. Adam, you got to come back again and talk more about copywriting and stuff like that, because I felt like the topics were all over the place, and we didn't spend enough time really going over some of the stuff that, you know, I like us to even kind of have some questions for him next time and have him critique some of our work, so that you could show the value to people and show like you really know. Because a lot of times these guys, they chat, oh, I could do this, oh, I could do that, I could do that. But in the end, they don't really understand what they're doing, you know?
Yeah, like, it would be good to see some examples.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you break it down to me, I'm like, yeah, okay, now I understand.
well, even what we can maybe do, Adam, is like, as you work with the stuff that you're working on with me, I show people, because I'm not afraid to hide it, right? And then we could say like, this is kind of like what he's doing for his work. You know what I mean? And then for the next time, we'll make sure we you know, like, where can people follow you on? Like, do you have an Instagram now, or how are people connecting with you, Adam?
If you really want, bro, you can just like send my WhatsApp to them, and they can, like, you know, feel free. I'll be great. I mean, I'll be happy to help you guys. You know.
All right.
On the call with you guys you're dealing with. You can ask me all questions you want.
And Adam's part of he's part of the Seamoss Buyer Club, right?
I don't know, Adam. Did you? I told him to join, but I didn't. I told him to join there and start promoting his services to them. Have you?
I did join.
You did join, right?
What's Adam's last name?
What's your last name, Adam? What's your name on the Buyers Club?
On
He's going to
the
connect
Buyers
with you.
Club is Adam John.
Adam John.
Adam John? Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, let me get off this phone.
Yes.
Let me get back to work. Man, it was a pleasure as always. And I got that message, Julian, so I'll try to send that over as soon as possible.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right, you have a good one.
Okay, cool. All right.
All right. You leaving?
Yeah, well, I'm not leaving right now. I'm locking up, but I'll probably leave in like a half an hour. I'll message you when I'm leaving.
Yeah, all right, later.
Okay, later. All right. Thanks, guys. And thanks so much, Adam, for joining me. And I hope you had a good time on the live stream. Sorry, it sucked your phone died. You know what I mean?
But the C-Rock thing had me fucking laughing. Changed the company name to St.Lucian C-Rock.
Yes, that's it. We're gonna do St. Lucia Sea Rocks, the highest source of minerals around.
No, this is the source, the mother source of all.
Yeah, like, shh, forget about that Seamoss. I got something better.
Bitch, I am
got
the
actual rock. That's how we're gonna do it. Like, forget about Seamoss on the rocks. I got something better. What do you got? I got the actual rock. It's like,
secret.
Like, oh yeah.
Really? We got the true Dr. Sebi.
Yeah, and then you just write Sebi on it. Sebi's best.
Sebi rocks. No, we're gonna start selling Sebi rocks.
Sebi rocks. Sebi rocks. That's it.
Sebi approved. Dr. Sebi approved. St. Lucian Sea Rocks.
It's like, forget the Seamoss. Just go straight to the rock. Ding. Oh shit. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta get going because I got all this other work to do. But yeah, it was jokes. We gotta talk again soon and figure out a time when we can meet again. All right. And with that being said, thank you everybody who joined us tonight. And I hope to see you guys soon. But always don't forget, make sure you take your Seamoss. Julian out. I'll see you. Adam out. Bye.